Is the dread of a group project hovering over you? In my latest video, we are talking about Carl Jung's theory about the collective unconscious and how it plays out in maximizing in group dynamics. I'm Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions, and I am a licensed mental health counselor who works with people to understand and help them coach on social, emotional intelligence and how to effectively build a more productive, purpose-driven, happier, healthier life. I work a lot with anxious overachievers, but I work with everybody in order to achieve success. And today we are talking about Carl Jung's collective unconscious. We're looking at the archetypes of people and how they perceive reality and how they interact with others, especially in a stress state, and how this relates to our own unconscious and organizational, cultural, and behavioral structures. And so Carl Jung is a psychoanalyst. Back there, it was like, I think BFF with Freud. That's a long time ago. That is like bachelor's level stuff. But he developed this idea, and we love Jung too, because as an art therapist, symbolism is really big. And so Jung comes up a lot in art therapy as well. But he came up with this idea of the collective unconscious. And what the collective unconscious is he basically says that there are no unique ideas, that everything has already been thought of before, and we're just kind of re-engaging with these ideas and these character types. And so as we are re-engaging with these character types, and as we get into that negative dynamic in that perceived reality, what we find is that there are kind of four ways that we will respond to things: a hero, a sage, a creator, and a ruler. And so what that is how we see life is through a very particular lens. And as a result of that particular lens, we are more likely to act and react in a prescribed way. So we talked a lot last week on behavior being predictable. And behavior being predictable is this idea that we are in a place where we are going to have predictable responses. So as a sage, we're going to be very logic oriented. As a leader, we're going to be solution oriented. As a hero, we're going to kind of be people oriented. And as a creator, we're going to be creative oriented. We're going to be innovative in our approach to how we see diversity. And so what we can do is Jung comes up with these shadow aspects. And so you want to kind of leverage these shadow aspects, and talked about individuation and kind of connecting to our shadows as a way to individuate many moons ago. I'll put that video link in the video description so you can go check out how to individuate in these shadow aspects. But basically what we're doing is we're kind of all wearing masks. And what we're trying to do is go to our more hidden parts of ourselves and trying to pull them out in an effort to move past these archetypes that we lean on. And what that does is it's usually a direct kind of connection, a healing path to the barriers of what our archetype is. And so as we become more and more aware of what our archetype is and what the shadow is, we start to find more balance and more capability with our ability to work individually as well as work in a group. And the more that we are aware of this, awareness, acceptance, action, the less anxiety that we have, the less that we're going to be in these impostor syndromes, because we know how we are taking this on. We know what our strengths are and what our weaknesses are. My chapter in Key steps to live a happier and healthier life. Part 2, emotional regulation, goes all into perceived reality and highlights the specific aspect and how we get through it and how we help ourselves and also help our partner to be able to maximize on these experiences. And so the more that we build resonating leadership that connects at a deeper psychological level with these shadow aspects and these archetypes, the more that we're going to pull from the other positives of the other archetypes. Because remember, the more divergent we are, the more comprehensive we are, the more that we are leading to purpose and effectiveness in our leadership. So it's important to not only know what your archetype is, but to find the opposing archetypes so that we're not getting stuck in groupthink. We're not just kind of saying all the same things because that's how we approach life. But now we have divergent ways of being able to approach life in a matter-of-fact and supportive nature. And as we lean in on our shadows and we help others lean in on our shadows, we're going to find that things are a lot more productive and efficient. Getting out of those long meetings a lot faster. So I am Jennifer Evans with Empowering Wellness. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up. Share with others who may be struggling to find their archetype. I've got a whole workbook to help you find what your archetype is. So go into the video description and click on that link. Go to counselingwellnesssolutions.com. Go to my blog and you'll be able to also access that workbook. I am here to support. If you have questions, I have a 15-minute wellness insight that I am here to give you 15 minutes of my time to see how we can join this journey together. Thank you so much.